A fundraising appeal to pay for the Huddersfield woman's funeral has made over £1,000 in just 3 days. Beverly Robinson died on Monday after she and her daughter Natisha Hudson were attacked last week. The appeal was launched on Tuesday after her other daughter set up the fundraiser in memory of her mother. A man has already appeared in court in relation to the incident. There is an event taking place today to raise awareness for eating disorders. The Wellbeing and Disability Services at the University of Huddersfield have partnered up with BEAT, a national charity that helps those affected. The event will be running until 3 p.m. today and has games, prizes and refreshments, with all donations going to the charity. There will be information available on eating disorders, and students are being encouraged to show their support by wearing fancy dress.
So the onset of anorexia nervosa is usually between the ages of 12 and 20. We're working in a setting where actually there's lots of vulnerabilities and risks, and students could, if they don't feel able to access the support or know where to turn to, actually worsen and their condition worsen as well.
Now, when we think of spies, we think of people like James Bond. But what about Richard Whiteley? The former Countdown presenter died in 2005, but his widower has been forced to dismiss claims he was a spy for MI5. Huddersfield University lecturer Stephen Dole has joined the debate and says the claims are ridiculous. However, he says that MI5 might have used Richard Whiteley to influence the public.
Yes, he was seen as a buffoon. I don't think anybody ever took him terribly seriously. And you do have to ask, why was he involved in this particular programme? Because people knew at the time his persona, and it didn't fit, and you do kind of think, well, maybe that was a good idea, that they could put over something that was highly controversial, and it was, and use somebody who, the ordinary person in the street watching that programme would think, oh, Richard Whiteley, it must be true.
Sport now, and in football, Huddersfield play at home to promotion rivals Newcastle United. The game is something of a six-pointer, with the Terriers biting at the heels of the top two. When the teams met back in August, David Wagner's side came up with a win 2-1. Huddersfield remained 6 points behind second place Brighton, who faced struggling Nottingham Forest in a tie they will expect to win. Town boss David Wagner has no new injury concerns ahead of the tie as they continue their push for promotion to the Premier League. And finally, do you think you can beat the Chaser? Well, tomorrow is your chance. Quizmaster Mark Lebet, better known as the Beast from ITV's show The Chase, will be hosting an event with the Laura Crane Youth Cancer Trust. Ticket holders will be placed in teams to battle it out, with the winning team going head-to-head with the Beast. The event is at Bertie's Crystal Ballroom in Elland and is expected to raise awareness for the Trust. We'll have more on this next week. And now for the weather. This afternoon we'll see cloud thickening from the south throughout the day, with persistent and occasionally heavy rain arriving later on. There will be highs of 6 degrees and lows of 3 degrees. That's all from us for now. Join us again at 3 o'clock. Until then, have a very good afternoon.